It's the first Wednesday of the month. Margaret, who is 72 years old, walks slowly to her mailbox like she does every morning. She is expecting her Social Security deposit confirmation. Instead, she finds a thick white envelope. The return address says, Social Security Administration. She opens it at the kitchen table. Her eyes scan the page, and then she sees the number. $18,400. The letter says she was overpaid years ago, and Social Security is going to start withholding her monthly checks until the debt is paid back. Margaret's hands begin to shake. Her rent is due in 11 days. Her Medicare premium comes out automatically, and now her check is being taken away. She is not alone. Right now, across America, thousands of retirees' HACs are opening this exact same letter, and most of them are about to make a mistake that will cost them everything. I am Jocelyn, a senior policy analyst, and for over a decade, I have helped retirees just like you understand the rules that protect your benefits and the traps that quietly take them away. Today, I am going to walk you through the exact Social Security rule that is panicking retirees across the country right now. I will show you what the letter really means. I will show you the 3 official forms that can stop the withholding immediately, and I will show you the 60-day deadline. That, if missed, can permanently strip away your right to fight back. Please do me one favor. Stay with me until the end of this video. Because there is one hidden mistake, a small mistake, that 9 out of 10 seniors make when they receive this letter, and that single mistake is the reason their checks get zeroed out. I will reveal it near the end, and I do not want you to miss it. Take a breath. Pour yourself a cup of coffee. You are in the right place. Let's begin. Let me tell you about Robert. Robert is 67 years old. He retired 3 years ago from a steady job at a parts manufacturing plant in Ohio. He worked hard his whole life. He paid into Social Security with every single paycheck for over 45 years. He did everything right. In January of this year, Robert went to his mailbox and found a letter from the SSA. The letter said he had been overpaid $12,700 between 2021 and 2023 because of a benefit calculation error. An error the SSA itself had made. Robert read the letter twice. He was confused. He had never been told there was a problem. He thought to himself, this has to be a mistake. They will figure it out. I'll wait and see what happens next month. So Robert did what felt natural. He did nothing. He did not call SSA. He did not file an appeal. He did not request a waiver. He simply put the letter in a drawer and waited. 90 days later, Robert checked his bank account on payment day. His Social Security deposit was supposed to be $2,180. The actual deposit? $847. The SSA had begun withholding 50% of his monthly benefit in automatically, and after his Medicare Part B premium of $202.90 came out, Robert was left with barely enough to cover groceries. But here is the worst part. By the time Robert finally called SSA in a panic, his 60-day window to appeal had already closed. He had lost the right to challenge whether the overpayment was even valid. The only options he had left were limited and far weaker. Robert's mistake was not laziness. It was not ignorance. His mistake was trusting that silence would solve the problem. It will not. And in the next few minutes, I am going to show you exactly why. Let me explain the rule in plain English. The Social Security Administration is required by law. Under Section 204 of the Social Security Act, to recover any money it overpays to a beneficiary. This is not optional for them. When they discover an error, they must try to get the money back. Now here is what changed and why so many seniors are panicking right now. On the March 7th, 2025 FI, the SSA officially announced that it was bringing back the 100% withholding rule. That meant if you were overpaid, they could take your entire monthly Social Security check or every penny until the debt was paid off. That rule went into effect on March 27th, 2025. Then, just 1 month later, on April 25th, 2025, after public outcry and pressure from AARP and members of Congress, the SSA reduced the default rate to 50%. So here is where we stand right now in 2026. Listen carefully, because this is the part most news outlets are getting wrong. For new retirement, survivor, or disability overpayments, the default withholding rate is 50% of your monthly benefit. For supplemental security income or SSI overpayments, the rate remains 10%. And for old overpayments dated before March 27, 2025, the rate stays capped at just 10%. But please hear me on this. The 100% rule has not been eliminated. The SSA still has the legal authority to withhold your entire check in certain cases, especially if you ignore the letter and miss the deadlines. That is why this video matters so much. When that letter arrives in your mailbox, the clock starts. You have shot 90 days before automatic withholding begins, and you have only max 60 days to file a formal appeal if you believe the overpayment is wrong. And here is something most seniors don't know. The SSA presumes you received the letter 5 days after the date printed on it. Not the day you actually opened it, not the day it arrived, the date on the letter plus 5 days. So if you wait 2 weeks to open your mail, you may have already lost 2 weeks of your appeal window. According to the SSA's own official publication, number EN051098, available on SSA.gov, you have 4 legal protections. The moment that letter arrives, let me walk you through each one. Protection number 1, the right to appeal. This is Form SSA 561U2. The request for reconsideration. You file this when you believe you were not overpaid, or you believe the amount is wrong. You have 60 days from receipt of the notice. And here is the most important sentence the SSA wrote in its own press release. The agency does not pursue recoveries while an initial appeal or waiver is pending. That means filing the appeal stops the withholding. Protection number 2, the right to a waiver. This is Form SSA 632BK, the request for waiver of overpayment recovery. You file this when you agree the overpayment happened, but you can prove 2 things. First, that it was not your fault, and second, that paying it back would cause you financial hardship or be against equity and good conscience. There is no deadline as on a waiver. You can file it at any time. And like the appeal, it pauses collection while it is being reviewed. Protection number 3, the right to request a lower recovery rate. This is Form SSA 634. You file this when you owe the money, but you simply cannot afford the 50% they are taking each month. You provide your income, your expenses, your bills, and you negotiate a smaller monthly amount. Protection number 4, the right to a personal conference. Before any waiver decision is finalized, you can request a face-to-face or telephone meeting with an SSA representative to plead your case in person. These are not favors. These are not loopholes. These are federal rights guaranteed by law. But they only protect you if you act in time. So if you or your husband or your wife or your aging parent receives this letter, here's exactly what you need to do. 3 steps. Write them down. Step 1. Open the letter the same day it arrives and write the date on it. The very moment that envelope from the Social Security Administration lands in your mailbox, open it. Read it carefully. Write the date you received it on the top corner. Then look at the date printed on the letter itself. Add 5 days. That is the day your 60-day appeal clock officially started ticking. In the eyes of the SSA, do not let one more day pass without understanding your deadline. Step 2. Call SSA at 1-800-772-1213 and file the correct form. This is where most seniors make a costly mistake. They file the wrong form and lose their best protection. So remember this simple rule. If you believe you were not overpaid, file Form SSA 561. That is the appeal. If you admit the overpayment, but it was not your fault and you cannot afford it, file Form SSA 632 BKTU. That is the waiver. If you just need lower monthly withholding, file Form SSA 634. You can download all 3 forms directly from SSA.gov to your forms, or you can request them by phone. If you are unsure which form to use, call SSA and ask the representative to walk you through it. And always, keep a stamped, signed copy of whatever you submit. Step 3. Document everything and never communicate verbally only. Keep a folder. Inside it, put the original letter, copies of every form you submit, the names and badge numbers of every SSA representative you speak with, the dates and times of every call, and any bank statements showing your deposits. If a problem ever escalates to a hearing or a federal review, your paperwork is your shield. Verbal promises from a phone call mean nothing without written backup. And now, the hidden mistake I promised you at the beginning of this video. The number one mistake retirees make is this. They assume that because the overpayment was the SSA's own error, the SSA will fix it themselves. They will not. The system is not self-correcting. If you do not file a form within 90 days, the law allows the withholding to begin automatically, even if the mistake was 100% the agency's fault. Silence is treated as agreement. Please do not let silence cost you your check. Before you click away, I need to say one more thing, and I am saying it because I genuinely care about your financial safety. The rules around Social Security, Medicare, pensions, banking, and even airport travel for seniors are changing faster than ever before. What was true in 2024 is no longer true in 2026. The 100% clawback rule is just one example. There are new Medicare Part B premium increases. There are new IRMAA brackets. There are new banking withdrawal limits. There are new TSA travel rules for seniors over 75. And YouTube notifications, as helpful as they are, do not always reach you in time. That is why I want to personally invite you to join our global Senior Alerts official WhatsApp channel. The link is in the description right below this video. When you join, you will receive a free downloadable copy of our Senior Benefits Protection Guide, a step-by-step booklet that includes the exact forms, phone numbers, and deadlines we discussed today. Real-time alerts. The moment new rules are announced for Social Security, Medicare, pensions, banking, insurance, and travel, and direct access to a community of retirees, caregivers, and senior advocates who are looking out for one another, click the link in the description. Join us today. It is completely free, and it could save you thousands of dollars and months of stress. If this video helped you or someone you love, please give it a thumbs up so YouTube knows to share it with other retirees who need to hear this warning. Leave a comment below and tell me, have you or someone in your family received one of these SSA letters? I read every comment, and I want to hear your story. You worked hard your entire life for these benefits. You paid in, you earned them, and nobody, not the SSA, not a bureaucratic error, not a missed deadline, has the right to take that security away from you without a fight. Stay informed, stay protected, and I will see you in the next video. This is Jocelyn, signing off.